Welcome back to the Original GM Hardware YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about air cleaner base to carburetor mounting bolts for 67 through 69 Corvette tri-power motors. We have an FP bolt, which is for 67 only, an E bolt for 68, and an LF bolt for 69. We'll talk about the differences and the sizes and how to spot a repro. First, we're going to start with the 67 FP bolts. Let's take it out and we'll measure it to see how long it is, because this has different characteristics than the other two bolts. It's a recessed head with the FP stamped in there and a built-in flange. Underneath, there's a shoulder about 1/8 of an inch of unthreaded shank on it. They make two reproductions of this bolt. One of them has this unthreaded shoulder and the other one does not. Here's another thing to look for. The way that the threads are terminated on the end, you have almost a little dimple on the bottom. The reproductions do not have that. Also, on the FP here, the vertical posts on the F and the P, if you look closely at it, the F hangs down further than the P. And I drew a little picture to show you that, what we're talking about. The vertical line on the F hangs down further than the P. Now we'll zoom in on the bolt and see if you can be able to see that. Now we'll look at the bolt that was used for 68s, the one with the E head marking on it. Typical head markings that most people prefer are A, but they used several different manufacturers when doing this. This one has a recessed head with a built-in flange, but if you notice, the flange is not as wide as on the 67 bolt. And this one is threaded all the way up to the top. It does not have a built-in shoulder. The FP bolt is 3/4 of an inch long, measured from underneath the flange to the end. The 68 E bolt is 11/16 of an inch, measured from underneath the flange to the end of the thread. Now we'll look at the 69 LF bolt. This one is different than the other two. Those are both grade 2, which means they're the lower strength bolt. This is a grade 5 bolt with the 3 hash marks on it, and you can see the LF insignia in the middle. This one also is threaded all the way up, but this one is actually shorter. The 69 bolt is only 5/8 of an inch long, measured from underneath the flange to the end of the thread. They make a reproduction, well, not a reproduction. There's another bolt GM made with this that many people are selling as an original 69 bolt, but it's actually shorter. So if you have a bolt and it's not 5/8 of an inch long, then it came from another application and it wasn't originally installed on the 69s. These bolts are generally very difficult to find because the first time someone changed the air cleaner or adjusted a carburetor, these bolts were removed as many people feared that they would loosen up and fall down into the carburetor and ruin the motor. So the 67 FP bolt is considered probably the holy grail of 63 to 67 bolts to find. It's the most difficult. The 68 and 69 are also difficult, but not nearly as bad. So I hope you guys find this useful and helpful in restoring your cars and trying to find original parts for them. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, as we will try to put out as many videos as possible on different subjects. And if you have an idea or a request that you would like to see for a video, let us know, as we'll try to cover all of the hardware for Corvettes, Camaros, Chevelles, and Novas as we can. Thanks. Catch you next time.